It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be doing a video talking about Season 8 of my team from top to bottom, what I think of the whole thing. Now, first of all, guys, we gotta know Season 8 is going to be an interesting season. Why we're starting off at level 1 with Dark Matter Isiah Thomas, Invincible Isiah Thomas, not just Dark Matter Isiah Thomas. Now, the servers right now are really slow. Now, what does that mean? Well, I personally believe it means more people are on the game right now than any season prior, because I don't think I've ever really struggled to find time to scroll through menus. I mean, it is taking a long time just to load stuff. Now, this season is 6 weeks. So I honestly think this is going to be the last season of my team, because in 41 days, you're looking at August 10th, and 2K is going to come. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last season in my team. It is end game season, as you guys can see here. Season 8, you guys see, man. I don't need to tell you, but you guys can see going up level 40 or level 30. You get Bones Hyland, you get Fat Lever, you get Tom Chambers. None of those guys are great, but then it looks like a Switch Deluxe Dark Matter pack, so free Dark Matter right there. Level 39, you get 100 tokens, but then you do get Jokic at level 40, which look is pretty fire. Now, question of the day: can Jokic be obtained today? Short answer is I don't think so. I mean, you look up and down, and I don't think there is nearly enough. I mean, domination gets you a lot. Kobe and Shaq get you a lot. But even with all this, I don't think there's going to be enough here for Jokic. I don't even think it's going to be remotely close. So, I mean, if you want Jokic, you're going to probably have to wait, because I do not think there's enough here to get Jokic day one in my team. But let's start with the single player challenges, okay? I didn't mean to click on activity challenges, and it's probably going to take like 30 seconds to load. But it does look like, there is maybe a new activity challenge. Signature challenges. This is where you guys probably want to look. I mean, I don't think Hall of Fame badges are that important anymore, but you're probably looking at a free Hall of Fame badge right here, as well as a diamond shoe for the Shaq challenge. So, something to look into if you want. Domination, right? We know we're going to see a new domination for end game James Harden. Now, is it worth playing domination for James Harden? I mean, it doesn't even look like he's loaded in here to a domination, but that's going to be up to you. You're probably going to have to get 99 stars for James Harden. I'll check at the end of the video to see if, he's that domination set is loaded in, so we can kind of see the prizes as we go through it. Triple threat offline, guys. Dominique Wilkins at 2,000 wins. Any good prizing up here? Not really. Elgin Baylor's on boards, but is triple threat offline worth grinding? I personally don't believe so. Now, clutch time, I personally believe is the most rewarding mode to grind, because you do get end game Chris Webber, who I believe is absolutely fantastic. And on your way up, guys, look, on your way up, you can get Mark Eaton off of the clutch time wheel spin. Invincible Mark Eaton is going to be pretty solid in general. Now, the draft, I think, is for Jerry West. Question of the day: is Jerry West good or worth it? I personally think no. But the draft, supposedly they're putting like new invincible cards in there. So supposedly you can get 3 invincibles from the draft. So maybe for you guys, if you are looking for something different or something new, maybe the draft mode for you guys can be that mode of fun, right? You get to use new and free invincibles. And so if you don't have a great team in my team, maybe that is the mode for you guys. You guys can see I'm not done with that draft, but I mean, supposedly that is what is to come. Triple threat online, you guys can see it is Pistol Pete Maravich. Looking at boards here, doesn't look anything crazy. Not really, not a big fan of it. MyTeam Unlimited is for Grant Hill. Personally, guys, I don't necessarily know how good Grant Hill is going to be, and I love Grant Hill. I really do. I think Grant Hill is always great, but my whole thing is I wish they would have made him a point guard. MyTeam Limited this season. Am I going to grind for it? I mean, I have a hard time grinding for it after I did last season, and ultimately it just wasn't worth it. But, I mean, it's really up to you. We don't know who the MyTeam Limited reward is going to be, or rewards are going to be. My thing is, Boban last season, he was fine, but it's like he just gets outclassed by a guy for 30,000 MT in Big Ben Wallace. Now, in the token market, is this where the invincible is, or is the invincible just at the dark matter tier? I don't know. I can't really see, but you guys can see Julius Erving and Xavier McDaniel are available. I don't know. I'm guessing the invincible Dr. J might be a little bit more. I doubt he's worth it, but that's just kind of my thoughts on him in general. Now, in the exchange, guys, it's important to note we got a decent exchange. What is Jaren Jackson Jr. required? 2 Galaxy Opals, 5 power forwards, and 8 Grizzlies players. That's really not bad at all. I'm telling you guys, this is not bad. Now, you might have to wait a little bit for Grizzlies players to go down in price, but eventually you're going to be able to get this for like 10 to 15,000 MT, which really is not bad. I mean, especially if you're on current gen, I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is really solid. On next gen, I can't sit here and hype up the card, but on current gen, I can't say if you can get him for like 10 or 15,000 that it's the worst case scenario. So in general, guys, my thoughts on the season, I don't mind it, okay? I do think if you are looking for a mode to grind, clutch time is the best mode to grind. After clutch time, I mean, endgame James Harden is probably your next best option, if I'm being realistically honest with you guys. Now, I'm going to load out of this and back into it. But I do think, you know, domination for James Harden is probably the next best thing to grind. Now, as you grind domination, or as you grind anything, I would work towards endgame Jokic. That's just my thoughts on things. I would work towards endgame Jokic as you go through it. Now, the sad part about endgame Jokic is the fact that we've already got Shaq. So, here's what packs are looking like, okay? You can pull just Shaq's, okay, which has some pink diamonds and lower players in here. You can pull just Kobe's, in which, you know, there's some opals in here and stuff. Or you can get endgame Shaq and Kobe packs, in which there's both Shaq and Kobe, but, I mean, you got all these other cards. So, I mean, odds on it, the odds of pulling a dark matter are 25%. Now, again, I don't know. I'm not going to take my chances on things, but I don't know. I'd pull the Shaq probably, but if you want to pull Kobe's, maybe that's more worth it. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think packs worth it in general, but we got point guard Shaq in packs is my whole thing. So if you want to grind for Jokic, you can. It's just tough because you've already got a 7-1 point guard in my team in general. But again, Jokic is going to be really good. Clutch time, you got Bobby P, Jalen Rose, and Weber all in clutch time, and then a chance to get Mark Eaton after every game. That's personally what I think it is the most important. Modes I wouldn't grind. I'm not going to grind the draft at all. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, finally, our Harden's loaded in. Okay, 15 stars, you get a diamond contract. Okay, you can get a lot of diamond contracts. So, I mean, you're probably looking at a lot of tokens, first of all. Now, I'm not saying tokens are worth it, but you get a lot of tokens. Plus probably 100,000 MT just from those diamond contracts. So, I mean, it does help that you're getting that MT from it. My whole thing is, it's just hard for me to say it's worth it for the endgame James Harden with a mediocre release in those types of things. So, I think XP, Clutch Time, Unlimited are probably the 3 modes that are most worth it in my opinion. That's going to wrap it up, though, for my breakdown on Season 8 in NBA 2K22 MyTeam is what almost guarantees to be our last season of the year. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, though, guys. Hopefully, each and every one of you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you already do it. As always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.